can progress to the round of 16. And unfortunately for these two teams, they cannot progress past the regular season this year. This is a game of pride to finish on a high in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League and give extra momentum to push these teams forward for the rest of their domestic seasons. Here's the game day 14 schedule. Dijon play against Besiktas, PAOK play against Bonn, and Brindisi play against Zaragoza, who are currently the group leaders. The four teams are known who are going to progress from this group: Zaragoza, Bonn, Dijon and Besiktas. It's just in which order they will progress to the knockout stages. These two teams met previously in Hungary, and Falco Szombathely won 97-73 with Zoltan Pearl scoring 21 points and Benke and Hooker 15 points apiece. It was 15 points for Delikanaitis and Gaudikis on that particular game. So Neptunas Klaipeda will be wanting to turn that result around and win tonight. Falco Szombathely, they've only won one game on the road in the Basketball Champions League this season. That was versus PAOK. And it's tough for them already being eliminated as we look at the Group D standings. Zaragoza, Telecom Baskets Bonn, JDA Dijon and Besiktas, who have beaten Falco Szombathely and Neptunas Klaipeda in the last two game days, putting an end to their hopes of reaching the round of 16. They're the top four. Falco Szombathely just outside there at 6 and 7, so they can get to 7 and 7. And with a win, a Neptunas Klaipeda can get to 6 and 8 with a win. It's so tough to win at home. It's even tougher on the road, and to make the round of 16 is the toughest assignment in European basketball. Here's the Falco Szombathely roster. Look out for Javonte Redick. 22 points and 7 rebounds last week in the game day 13 win. And also Zoltan Pearl and Marco Filippovi, 18 points apiece last week. They're three of their main players, along with Zilar Benke, Benedek Berardi as well, and Ron Curry. There's Neptunas Klaipeda, start full roster. And Jumentis, Janovicius, Gitas Masoulis, Davidas Galis, who had an incredible 30-point outing. 6 of 12 three-pointers last week in the tough loss versus Besiktas in Turkey. It was so close, going right through to the final quarter. It was in doubt, but Besiktas, who have won 4 in a row now, were too much in the end. Here comes the bright yellow uniforms of the visitors. Falco Szombathely, they're top of their domestic league and 5th in the group, just outside the top 4, 6 and 7. They had a great win against Dijon, who are going to be one of the qualified teams, winning in overtime with a massive Marco Filippovi three-pointer to seal that victory. Now, Neptunas Klaipeda, 4 of their 5 wins have been at home. Their 5-game losing streak in December and first half of January 2020 has been their undoing. Their highlight of the season, their highlight win, massive 18-point win by the potential group winners, Zaragoza. They're the Group D leaders at the moment, back in game day 4. They beat Bonn in game day 12 to give themselves a chance, but went down versus Besiktas by 7, having beaten Besiktas by 6 earlier in the season here. So really close for them as well, as we see their team come through. And Isgalius is their leading scorer, who was massive last week. Gitas Masoulis, their leading rebounder at 5.3 rebounds. And Janovicius, 6.1 assists per game, leads them in assists. At the moment in the Lithuanian League, they're coming off a win 95-85 against Brynjar Sibet, and they are currently 11 and 9, standing in 5th place of the 10-team league in Lithuania. There is Davidas Galis leading the team in scoring over the season, and 30 points in just 31 minutes 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 26 efficiency last week. Didn't get on the team of the week because he just couldn't get the win that would have kept things going to the final game day for Neptunas Klaipeda. So both teams playing for pride, playing for momentum. And as I say, Zoltan Pearl leading them to a big victory in Hungary earlier in the season. So it gives them the head-to-head at the moment, but they just want to go as high as they can as we see the referees for tonight's game. Nicholas Maestro of France, Vladimir Jevčević of Serbia, and Marek Kuklišik of Slovakia, the 3 top FIBA officials on the floor and the table officialing crew as well. This Basketball Champions League is truly inclusive. It's the biggest European competition in existence at the moment. It's the 4th season. Tenerife, Ike and Virtus Bologna, the 3 previous winners. And it has just been a wonderful tournament. And again, even though most of the places are known for the round of 16, they're already secured, it's still producing great games week after week after week. And these 2 teams have been in the thick of it. But as I say, 5-game losing streak for Neptunas between 4th of December and the 5th of January, where they lost to Zaragoza 86-70, having beaten them 91-73 at home in November. Beating Bonn and then losing to Besiktas last week. And as for Falco Szombathely, they won all their games in December and then lost their first 3 games in January after the Christmas New Year break, and then they beat Brindisi last week. But because Besiktas beat Neptunas Klaipeda in Turkey, in Istanbul, that result in the end was heartbreak for Falco Szombathely. They weren't able to make it through to the round of 16, which this year is going to be best of 3 games. It's going to be an amazing spectacle, but we've still got game day 14 as the referees are about to call the teams in. Now expect some great action from both teams. Javonte Reddick leading this team in scoring, rebounds and efficiency. Zoltan Pearl, the lead man with assists, 2nd in scoring, 2nd in efficiency. Always fills up the stat sheet, 18 points, 5 assists last week. And again, Marko Filipovic, they've got some great young Hungarian players, which stands really well for the Hungarian national team, with the Eurobasket qualifiers coming up as well, and future national team assignments. As we look again at the Falco Szombathely roster, Reddick. Zoltan Pearl invariably comes off the bench, just averaging 26 minutes a game. He's a very efficient player. Here's the Szombathely starting 5. Curry, Benke, Hooker, Daquan Lake, Marko Filipovic. Now Daquan Lake, just 22 years old, straight out of college. 4 points a game, 3.3 rebounds a game. There, you just see the back of Martinas Mazika, his 4th spell back at Neptunas Klaipeda as the starting 5s go through. This team will fight and scrap. And there is Tomas Renkovicius, their head coach, 47-year-old Lithuanian former player. And he has the reins at the moment for this team. And there's Gashby Okorn. Last words to his team. Wanting a big game out of Daquan Lake tonight. Really big game on the road required by him. Very high-level player coming out of college and has some big moments in him. He just needs to become more consistent. Gashbiolkun, 46-year-old Slovenian, been at Szombathely since 2018, and he won the Hungarian League in 2019, Slovenian League and Cup champion with Petra Olympia, former Basketball Champions League team, as they were last year. So, we're ready to go. It's game day 14, the last involvement for these two teams in the 2019-2020 Basketball Champions League regular season, and their European dream will come to an end after tonight's game, but I'm sure they've got plenty to say before they finish. Taquan Lake loses the ball. Here comes last week's hero, David Asgalis, and he loses the ball. What a performance by him. 6 of 12 from behind the arc, and good hands by Falco Szombathely. There's Quinton Hooker. And attacking the basket, Neptunas Klaipeda. And appreciated by the fans. And there's Marco Filippovi. And there's clear foul there by Taquan Lake. Just dropped his hands. Gitas Masulis didn't play last week. 83.1% from the free throw line. He's the leading rebounder, second in scoring, 5.3 rebounds a game, 11.3 points a game. So they'd be pleased to have him here tonight. Back on their home floor. They've won 4 of their 5 games in the Basketball Champions League season right here. High screen by Lake. Ron Curry, the horns are sounding. Lithuanian tradition. Shot clock running down, shots up, and it's good for 3. Quinton Hooker right in the nick of time, and a bit of full court pressure. 1-2-2 press back into man-to-man by Falco Szombathely. Janavicius into Mashulis, and good hands by Zilar Benki. Hungarian international. Gigantis Janavicius inside, outside, shots up, and he's still hot. David Asgalis. Just no hesitation. Ron Curry. Quinton Hooker. He pulls up for 3. Splash. I thought it might be like this. Both teams are loose right from the start. Just playing. Playing for pride, and just no hesitation whatsoever. David Asgalis just short on that. The time, and all the way to the hoop, Quinton Hooker. Simas Galdikas with a foul. He's averaging. Colleague Jeff Taylor spoke about Galdikas in the game last week. He got into foul trouble. Averaging 19 minutes a game and 3.2 fouls a game, Galdikas. And shots up by Benki. 8-5 Szombathely lead. Remember, they won the return in Hungary quite comfortably. Davides is into the corner for the shot. Filippovi in the open floor, fouled. Juga Slavinskis. Wide open for 3, just off for Szombathely, but they get the offensive rebound. The Szombathely. Curry. Ball's nearly lost. Shot clock running down. Pulls up and another offensive rebound. This time Marco Filippovi hit pull up. He misses. And David Asgalis with the rebound. And the alley-oop couldn't be handled by Neptunas Klaipeda. Nice pass inside. Beautiful catch and finish by Galkidis. Ron Curry just fades to the corner and then right to the hoop and slams it down. Curry serves it up on a plate through the hoop. That was beautiful. Just faded to the corner and then took Slavinskas off the dribble and threw it down. And the three-pointer in response by Janavicius. He hit a couple of big shots last week from behind the arc after struggling early. And that may be a travel, and it is. Szombathely was trying to do a jump stop and then pivot and step through, but he shuffled his feet. Good defense. But Galdikas again left his feet. If it hadn't been called a travel, that would have been a foul. He's so aggressive, always on the front foot. Galis pulls up for three. He's 1 of 3 early. There's Mazika and Andre Williamson. Mazika's just joined this month. Long-time servant of the club. Started his career here, in fact. Curry thinking of the extra pass into the corner. And good active play by Janavicius. Trying to get to Quan Lake a touch now. He gets it in the mid-post. And he pulls up for a really tough jump shot. Quan Lake, that's what he can do. (12-10) Szombathely. Janavicius inside. Nice jump stop and Simas Galdikas. 4 points, 100% from the field. Filippovi looks for the handoff. Trying to get to the hoop. Jump, hook, no good. Good defense by Masulis there. Really good for Neptunas Klaipeda having him back in the lineup. And good hands by Quinton Hooker. Tied at 12, just over halfway through the first quarter here in Lithuania. Great pass and the throwdown to Quan Lake. Beautiful pass from the top. And immediate recognition to the passer. Curry to Quan Lake. He's unstoppable close to the hoop. Janavicius inside. Beautiful pass again. This time Galdikas was the beneficiary. Nice interior passing by both teams. Neptunas 5 assists, Szombathely 3 assists. And shots up by Curry is good for 3. That was deep and it goes completely quiet here in the Sachuria Arena. It's, in English, it's the Lighthouse Arena. Timeout, Neptunas Klaipeda.
Okay, we go all five switch. If you need foul, foul. If you need second, let's go for Borca proti. If they switch inside, Borca proti. Go.
Just a quick momentum stopper there for Neptunas Klaipeda. Just don't want this talented Falco Szombathely team to get on a roll. And there's some of the highlights. They just shoot 31.9% from behind the arcs. Neptunas Klaipeda, 33.2% from behind the arc coming into this game. Nice high screen from Williamson, who's just come in. And Galis had a good look from close range, just rolls out. Curry, Benke, Filipovi, Lake, and Zoltan Pearl into the game. Always in motion, always looking for opportunities, and there's a foul in the post. Tadas Sadakerskis. And nice catch and finish by Benke. That was a really nice cut from the weak side. You saw it perfectly on your screen. And he beat his defender to the spot and went straight to the hoop. Nice job by Szombathely. 5 ahead they are. And Williamson, nice job, Andre Williamson. 3rd leading rebounder in this team. Averaging 5.8 points a game. He's a good physical presence as Filipovi is becoming a really top player. Just 23 years old, has hit some massive shots for the team this season. And this time he shows he can take it to the hoop as well. Janavicius trying to drop it off to Williamson. Lake comes out. It's his 2nd foul, so just protecting the young player. 5-point lead, 2 minutes remaining in the first. Good time to take one Lake out. I feel give him a break. And Janavicius takes a seat inbounds. Nice step through, but it's a travel. So Martinez Mazika, the first input for the veteran. His full stint at the club, started his pro career in 2000 right here. Played for the national teams as well. He's on the floor. So they want to make up for that travel, the 35-year-old. But straight away, Zoltan Pearl just weaves his magic and gets a nice running hook off the glass. Just 24-year-old. They've got great steal. Curry just drops it over the top. And Marta Shigela comes into the game and gets the ball stolen. Just 21 years old at 2 meters 1. Williamson to Olasevicius, and another turnover. And they're 9 points down now, Neptunas Klaipeda. They really won't want to end the regular season in a defeat. They've only lost once to this team. Curry loses possession, but he was fouled. And again, another weak side cut straight into the curl. Once they know they got the defender beat or on their hip, and they just duck straight to the basket. Good play by Falco Szombathely. And line possession. Oliver Biro in. Hasn't seen many minutes, but he's in the game right now for his team. Zoltan Pearl pulls up for 3 and knocks it down. And Falco Szombathely are taking control here in Lithuania. quick 5 points for Zoltánpál. As always, the Hungarian international. All the way across, but that could be, that's another turnover that Mazika's involved with, but that was the pass. There's no way he was gonna keep that in play. And it's gone very quiet here in the Shachiro Arena. Zoltánpál, just the top man to come off the bench, keep the momentum going. Filipovic, they're going to try some high-low. No, Filipovic will just knock down the long distance two. And Szombathely, as the time runs down at the start of the end of the first quarter. Mazika, can he get something going? Tough shot from the corner, no good. But a good offensive rebound by Marta Jagela. And here goes to the line for a free throw. Oh, potentially Falco Szombathely may take a timeout. He makes the first. 12 minutes, 4 points and 1 rebound last week against Besiktas. Sompo Sigorta. 1.5 seconds remaining. Shots up from Biro and hits the shot clock box. And that ends the first quarter here in Klaipeda, Lithuania. Neptunas Klaipeda 18, Falco Szombathely 30.
Guys, this is defense. Play. Against 3 team fouls, this is defense. How many 3-point shots they make it?
As we look at some of the highlights, and Coach Minkavicius asking how many 3-point shots they make. Well, they've made 4 of 6. Falco Szombathely 2 of 6 from behind the arc for his team, Neptunas Klaipeda. 7 of assists for the 30 points. And there's one of them right there, beautiful pass. But then straight back at you came Neptunas Klaipeda as Gardikas. Just a lovely pass by Janovicius, who's the lead assist man with 6.1 assists for this team. And then Zoltánpál came in the game. It's knocked down a 2. Benke with the cut from the weak side. They've done that a couple of times on Bate. Just Zoltánpál head up in good triple threat position, seeing the shot, seeing the pass. That was a nice floating shot by Zilar Benke, his Hungarian national team teammates. So they really have a good young team, and that's young foreign players as well, with Taquan Lake at 22, Benke, Verardi at 24, Filipovic at 23, Zoltánpál at 24 as well. So a good future for this group if they can stay together. They haven't got to the round of 16 this season. Who says they won't get there next season? Shots up. That's more like it for the hometown boy, Martinez Mazika. Can he spark a comeback? Pearl looking for options, goes past Andre Williamson and draws the foul and makes the shot, but the foul was before he got into his shooting motion. Penetrate kick, Biro to Pearl. Shot clock running down. He attacks, pulls up off the glass. No good. That was half glass and half iron. Janovicius is fouled by Zoltánpál. Wasn't a great offense there by Szombathely. Pearl won't be happy with the shot he ended up with. And then he's had to commit the foul as Gigantis Janovicius was going downhill at speed. Szombathely first foul. Janavicius, high screen from Williamson, extra pass, Olivicius, and Williamson just can't get it to go. Off the nice pass by Olivicius. And Oliver Biro just being given a talking to about the rotations on that penetration from the baseline. Andre Williamson, previously played at Freiburg Olympic a couple of times. He's been with Neptunas Klaipeda for this season. He was with the ASU Mountaineers for college. 8-point lead for Szombathely. It's a better start to the second quarter by Neptunas Klaipeda. Szombathely. Another tough shot with a hand in his face. Not a lot of ball movement. They need to share the ball. That's when they look good, and that's exactly what Neptunas Klaipeda did there. And Osvaldo Olivicius gets the catch on the alley-oop and puts it in off the glass. Timeout. Falco Szombathely, a much better play by Neptunas Klaipeda. As soon as they run and play with some pace, get Falco Szombathely on their back, on their heels, good things will happen. Let's listen to Coach Gashby Okon. So a good start to this second quarter. 30-18 was the score at the end of the first, and now it's 30-24, so 6-point run. 6-0 run by Neptunas Klaipeda, and that was a nice move by Olivicius to force the timeout. So, Falco Szombathely. Confusion there, both players coming back towards the ball. And Williamson passes it back. Janavicius. Back outside, Janavicius just long with the three. And big rebound. By Devon Washington. An attempted back cut, and that attempt has come off. That's perfection, and it's Olivicius again. Beautiful back cut, and he had two players tracing him and trying to stop the pass coming, but it was just laid perfectly by the bounce pass. And Neptunas Klaipeda are starting to click. Free throw is good. Just 4 points last week, 1 of 6 for Olivicius. Much better this week. Oliver Biro giving playing time today. No Javonte Reddick at the moment. Into Quan Lake. Couldn't get that to go. And Oliver Biro. Williamson. Inside, good defence by Biro this time, making up. Having to commit the foul just earlier, and it's good defence there, getting his hand in the passing lane. So end line out of bounds, Janovicius. To Mazika. Mazika is good. The veteran starting to have a real effect on this game, and it's just a 1-point lead now. Szombathely have not scored in 3 minutes of play here in the second quarter. Complete contrast to the first. Shots up, just short for Biro. Mazika, long bounce pass. Olisavicius, what a pass, but Williamson can't get it to go. He went straight through the middle of the Szombathely defence. Shots up, and is good this time. Oliver Biro, they're really sharing the ball in his direction. And he hasn't played much this season. Just 4 games, 1.1 rebound a game. In fact, he's on the score sheets, massive for him and the team. And Williamson couldn't quite gather the alley-oop from Janovicius. Let's hope he's okay. Hooker just going over to make sure he hasn't taken too much of a hard hit, and he's back up, but watch this. Lake gets caught underneath on the pass, and Hooker. So Williamson will go to the line for 2 shots. .72% from the line. Went to Appalachian State University. In the States did Williamson. And he comes out on after those free throws. And back in is the aggressive and combative Simas Galdikas. Staying out of foul trouble a lot better today. So Szombathely by 2. Shots up from the other corner. And they can't get it to go. Shots up again. Off again by Szombathely. And pass ahead. An amazing shot by Džiugalas Savinskas. Savinskas there was almost on the floor as he made that shot. Quite extraordinary, and he can't believe it hasn't been called a foul. I'm sure we get another look at that. First, it's the foul by Janovicius. He wasn't completely square on to Quinton Hooker there. Tied at 33. We knew it'd be a good game, we knew it'd be close. Doesn't feel as though it's 2 teams who are not going to progress to the round of 16. Penetrate, kick. Galis with a steal. They've got numbers. But he's stopped, and they're going to have to play half court. Quick shot is just short. Offensive rebound. Galdikas kicks it out. This time Galis takes the 3, and it's good. And Neptunas Klaipeda take the lead by 3. What a change in fortunes. They're 12-3 in this quarter. Hooker, still Hooker leans in. Great defense without fouling. Galis on the run. Still Galis. Janovicius dribbles all the way through the key, out the other side. High screen. Olisavicius. And reverse layup of the highest quality for Osvaldos Olisavicius. Wonderful move along the baseline. And Neptunas Klaipeda are unstoppable at the moment. Timeout, Falco Szombathely.
down that we kill only, I don't know, 8 players in rotation, we kill to be safety or something like that. Wrong, totally wrong, understand me? On the other side, we are like a cheese defensively. They score more, I don't know, you understand me? There is now, let's say, penetration. You kill to stop, you kill to block. It's a mismatch situation, you understand me? We have to start play more precise. First you start on the pointer position, then you on the 2. And this aggressiveness can go down to the other players.
So Coach Gashby Okon just questioning his players and saying, if it's a Quan late, you're in a mismatch. Let's start blocking out and block some shots and get physical. Filipovic back in. They've just gone completely cold, just scored 3 points in 5.5 minutes of play or thereabouts in this quarter. 5-point lead for Neptunas Klaipeda. Zoltan Pearl, he needs to get going again. Crossover, almost a travel. Shot clock running down again. They're going to have to go from deep. And that's no good, and good rebound by Slavinskas, the 21-year-old Lithuanian. Olisevicius, great pass, and the finish right at the hoop, and how they celebrate. Gaudikis and Olisevicius, that was wonderful. Look at this, in the post. He knows Gaudikis is there, and he gets fouled, and he has the strength to finish over Filipovic. And to Quan Lake, straight back out. Just doesn't seem to have the energy and enthusiasm that a player of his age should have. Maybe it's just he's slightly introvert character. There may be an issue. But when I've commentated on him before, it was the same thing, and then he would explode and do some amazing things for a few minutes. It's just consistency for the young man, just 22 years old. Now they really need Zoltan Pearl. And how they missing Javonte Redick as well. Pearl, blocked from behind by Slavinskas. No look pass into the corner is out of bounds. Nice idea, but there wasn't a Klaipeda player at the end of the pass, and there Galis and Slavinskas having a conversation. And all the way to the hoop by Devon Washington, just taking it. Quick attack, and Gaudikis. Second foul. They may need to remove him from the game. They won't want him to get onto 3 fouls. Got into foul trouble last week in such an important game in Turkey. Devon Washington, 30-year-old American. Played for the Shinshu Brave Warriors and was at Ohio College. Former Bulgarian League All-Star is Washington, but he needs to play like an All-Star right now. From 12 ahead at the end of the first, they're now 7 behind Falco Szombathely. Big turnaround. That jump shot just short by Galis. 6 of 12 last week in his massive 30-point performance in just 31 minutes. Shots up is just out. But almost tipped in by Hooker and then tipped away. And again, they haven't got back, and they're made to pay by Masulis. Gitas Masulis first down the floor. 11.3 points a game, Masulis. 5.3 rebounds. And they're just not getting back. Szombathely inside, blocked by Slavinskas, but this time it's a foul. They get it inside to Washington. That's Slavinska's second foul, and he's going to take a break. Devon Washington, 6.6 rebounds, 4 assists last week. This is that second shot and had 8 points in the reverse fixture. And Falco Szombathely won 97-73. Shots up, just short. Rebound, Filipovic. He needs to get going. Make some things happen. Inside, outside dribble. Great defense, though, heading him off by Slavinskis. Hooker just having to do it off the dribble and somehow gets it to go. Quinton Hooker, one-handed scoop shot off the glass. Fake of the pass and the left hand layup off the glass is good for Janovicius. That was beautiful. Just froze the defense with the pass fake. And another one-handed underhand scoop shot for Quinton Hooker. He's decided enough's enough, Janovicius. And a cut from the weak side inside. Gytis Masiulis may have called that as an offensive foul, but he just seemed to be trying to get inside position, which he did have. Got basket side of Hooker, but that's his first foul. Filipovic, yes. Now they're coming back, Falco Szombathely. Never write this team off. That was a really aggressive move by Filipovic. 6 points tonight, 18 points last week in the big win against Brindisi. But because Besiktas won, they weren't able to progress to the round of 16. Olasevicius inside, good defense. Filipovic almost loses it, keeps it, somehow doesn't travel. Into the last minute of the second quarter. 5-point lead for Neptunas Klaipeda. Step back is short for Zilar Benki. Shots up just off, but it's kept alive. And straight back up by Olasevicius, but he can't get it to go. 6-second differential between game and shot clock. And Quinton Hooker just slows everything down. They want to get a really good shot here. Restore some of their, repair some of the damage. Just shots up. He's done it all himself and he can't get the three to go. Shot clock running down. Mazika for three is off. Ball's loose, shots up at the buzzer is no good. And the end of the first half here in Klaipeda. The advantage is to the home team, Neptunas Klaipeda 45, Falco Szombathely 40. There's some of the statistics. 68% from two for Neptunas Klaipeda, 100% from the line, 10 from 10. They're averaging just over 70% for the season. 21-14 on the rebounds. The top scorers, Gaudikas 9, Olasevicius 7, Galis 6, and for Szombathely, Hooker, Curry and Filipovic. Well, it really has been a game of two quarters. First quarter clearly to Falco Szombathely 30-18, and then the second quarter 27-10 in favour of Neptunas Klaipeda. Been some great play, and the return of Martinas Mazika, his first game in the Basketball Champions League for 2020. Has started off with a couple of turnovers, but he's done well. And that's a beautiful bounce pass by Williamson to Alishevicius. And that was Oliver Biro, who's getting some playing time tonight. I'll leave you with the highlights. Enjoy those. Can I just draw your attention to the Basketball Champions League app? If you haven't already done so, do download the Basketball Champions League app. And Yuga Slavinskas must be thinking, how did I not get a foul there? But great strength and concentration to get the finish there. Do download the Basketball Champions League app. All the information you need, some great articles. Great job by the FIBA guys, Jeff Taylor and Igor Kurisic, with his power rankings for all 32 teams in the regular season. This is the last regular season game day and the last outing for these two teams in the Basketball Champions League, and that was a great moment for Alisevicius and Galdikas. Beautiful interior pass. I'll leave you with the rest of the highlights, then you'll see the current top 10 plays, and I'll rejoin you. But we got a great one here. 5-point advantage for Neptunas Klaipeda. Don't go anywhere, I'll see you shortly.
And Besiktas with an opportunity here to take the lead at halftime. McKissick flies it in. Oh my goodness, quite possibly for the play of the half. Dunks it in, and we see the real Shaquille McKissick.
Angola now skips it to Sealer. Sealer, little crossover, little step back. Oh, wonderful handle by the big man. My goodness me, and both teams have opened the game exactly the same way with a statement of intent. Two big dunks on either end.
Dangerous pass. Well, they give up the baseline, and Simons goes in. He gets rejected by Pearl. Pearl defensively tonight has a couple of swats, and that one was right out of the top drawer.
One-handed pass into the corner. Can't get it to go, but a big time throwdown by Dalton. Hayden Dalton.
Benite goes in and gets the rebound. Oh, goes behind his back. He puts it up. Are you kidding me? Vitor Benite is exceptional tonight. He is just making almost everything that he throws up. Look at this.
Foul called. Crosses over. Sigel behind the back pass. Oh, what a play. Jorman Bartolo, that is just beautiful.
Roten left hand with a crushing dunk all over Hapoel Jerusalem right there. Just out of nothing, he took off and threw it down. Tony Roten. Now he goes off the dribble, and Terry with a big swat. Just throws it back in Simpson's face. Can they get the three? Just shot. Oh my goodness! Emmanuel Terry is taking this game over. That's awesome.
4 seconds left, the three-pointer to win it, yes! Tyler Stone! It's not over yet.
Drives inside, oh my word, Chris Dow. That is special. That is really special from Chris Dow.
And welcome back to Klaipeda in Lithuania, to the Veturia Arena. Neptunas Klaipeda with a 5-point lead over Falco Szombathely from Hungary. Gardikas with 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Catching the eye for Neptunas Klaipeda, as well as Osvaldo Olasevicius, 7 points. 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And there is Gardikas having a solid game. That was a great moment between him and Olasevicius. And there's the hero from last week in that losing effort in Istanbul, David Askelis. So we're just a few minutes away from the restart here. And if you've just joined us, Falco Szombathely won the first quarter 30-18, and then Neptunas Klaipeda came straight back in the second quarter and won that 27-10. So there's the Neptunas top scorers. Gardikas 9, Olasevicius 7, Galis 6. So nice spread of points for them. Gardikas doing a good job tonight. No, not in foul trouble. Just 2 fouls in the first half. 9 points. 100% from the 2-point range. And also 1 of 1 from behind the arc. And there's Szombathely's top scorers. Hooker 10 points. Curry 7 and Filipovic 6. Hooker's got 3 rebounds and 1 assist and a steal as well. Let's listen in to Gashby Okon.
Let's go from 5 side. Prosimas, 5 side. Hey, watch, stay here. 5 side, 5 side. Here,
So who's going to come out the strongest in the third quarter? 2 quarters very different. Bate, maybe the half-time came at the right time, and there's Quinton Hooker, who took things on his back for a while in that second quarter. 10 points, 2 of 4 from behind the arc. 2 of 7 from 2. No free throws yet for him. 3 rebounds, 1 assist. 2 fouls, 1 turnover and 1 steal. And we're underway here in Klaipeda for the last time for this regular season in the Basketball Champions League. And balls loose. Good attack by Falco Szombathely on the offensive glass there, and forcing Gardikas and Neptunas Klaipeda to not be able to get hold of the defensive rebound. Hooker is going to inbound, pass fake, gets it into Benke. And Zoltan Pearl almost had too much time. He had such a smooth stroke there and missed everything. Just a bit of a strange game for Zoltan Pearl. 5 points when he first came in, a 2 and a 3, and then forced a couple of shots. Gardikas, nice pass back outside, Janovicius. And caught in 2 minds there, and good D by Benke. Janovicius' second foul. Zoltan Pearl. Hooker, and again with that one-handed scoop shot. He has got that down to perfection in this game, and he's got the 2 points, and he's going to the line. And Hugo Slavinskas was just taken to school there. You think you're going to block the shot, but he just releases it quick. Too quick for Slavinskas, who just committed his third foul. Beautiful shot by Hooker. They're a dangerous team, Szombathely. And they're right back in this game. Wide open. Galdikas up and under. Blocked by Daquan Lake, and that's what he can do. That's what he's got to do for this team. Come over and help. Be an enforcer at both ends. Quinton Hooker. Double teamed inside. And nice job by Lake. He just rolled to the basket. Both defenders went to Hooker, and that left Lake wide open. 6 points for Daquan Lake. Janavicius. Gailus is good for three. How they needed that. Neptunas Klaipeda. Hooker. Filipovi, he's a three-point threat, but he's going to the hoop. Great defense by Masulis. And again, great job by Masulis there. Twice on defense, and all the way to the basket is Janavicius. All left hand, foul by Lake, over the top of Benke, and he gets the layup to go. Daquan Lake just guilty of reaching there. It's his third foul. That was a real quick attack by Mantas Janavicius. And he makes the three-point play and keeps Falco Szombathely at arm's length. 6-point lead for the hosts here in Lithuania. 100% from the line they are, Neptunas Klaipeda. 11 of 11, that's outstanding effort. Daquan Lake, good defense without fouling. Galdikas, not for the first time I've said that tonight. Gailus. Galdikas inside. All the way outside. Good ball movement. There's a turnover. Might be 3 seconds. Hooker. 10th turnover there for Neptunas Klaipeda. All the way across. Zoltan Pearl pulls up and short for the shot there. Hit the front rim. He's just not in rhythm. I think he just needs, and he's very dangerous when he's off ball. Try and get some scores without the ball. Inside. Galdikas can't save it, but he does. This is big. Just short. Again, they're both teams scrapping for the rebounds. And Daquan Lake gets it and does a wraparound pass to Benke. All the way across. Filipovi is fouled by Galdikas. He just couldn't stop himself there. Simas Galdikas, and he's going to have to take a seat. 3 fouls at the 6:30 mark in the third. Zoltan Pearl comes out. Sure, he's going to have more to say about this game when he comes back in. Filipovi, 18 points and a rebound last week. 66.7% from the line. But he's not afraid of the big moments, as he showed in the win over Dijon, the overtime win over Dijon, when he hit the three to end up winning the game for Falco Szombathely. Slavinskas inside. Masulis back outside. Slavinskas attacks. Oh, beautiful passing. Wonderful Lithuanian style. Pure basketball. Pass and move, and you'll get the ball back. Nice quick finish as well by Williamson, who's fitting in really well with this team. Knows his role. Curry to Hooker, back to Curry. It's all a bit one-on-one. High floating shot, no good. Williamson with another rebound. Janavicius draws the defense. Masulis chooses not to take the long-range effort. Goes all the way inside, and that's why Gytis Masulis gets the two-pointer. Masulis. What a great young talent he is. Just 21 years old. Been with Zalgiris Kaunas. Won the silver and bronze with the under-18s. Of course, one of those years being a year young. Played in the under-19 FIBA World Cup as well, and comes from great stock. His father, Tomas Masulis, won bronze for Lithuania in the 2000 Olympics in Australia. After that build-up, he couldn't quite make the free throw. A top young talent. He's one of many that are playing for this team. Nice job by Benke, just slowing himself down so the defense came off him. 7-point lead for Neptunas Klaipeda. 70% from two-point range. Falco Szombathely 48%. And Masulis, after the great two-point shot. Just missed the free throw, and then just with the travel there. Second in scoring, first in rebounds is the young Lithuanian. Hooker. To Benke. Oh, Benke's blocked by Williamson. Not here, not now, says the number 50 in blue. Galis. He's really been, oh, wonderful up and under. That is beautiful. Great jump stop and then just steps through and under. Zavidas Galis just showing us his full repertoire. Filipovic, good for three. Great response by the Hungarian league leaders at the moment, as they are 14-2 in their domestic league, even though they lost at the weekend unexpectedly. Janavicius, great pass. That is pinpoint precision from Jigmantis Janavicius. Beautiful pass, leading assist man for this team at 6.1 assists per game, and that's exactly why. Filipovic, handoff to Curry. Filipovic, he's got space, but he attacks off the dribble. And he takes Masulis to the glass, and he gets the score. Really good play, aggressive play. And silence falls temporarily on the Shivchiri Arena. Great job by Filipovic. The good thing there was he leant forward and kept really low, so he was under Masulis' arms. That was always going to end up in a foul against the defensive player. Filipovic for the three-point play is good. Shots up from range, just off. Defensive rebound, Lake. He's starting to accrue some statistics here. And a carry against Benke as he went into his Euro step move. Looks a bit perplexed and might need to see that again. But if you put your hand under the ball as you're dribbling, in order maybe to cross over or change direction, that is a carry. And put the ball on top and at the side, not underneath. Galis going for a running hook is fouled. Too much physicality there by Ron Curry. Maybe that's Galis. Really showing us all sorts of moves tonight. That was the old school running hook. Curry's first foul. Galis is 4 stints at the club. He's come back this year. First stint was for 2 years in 2007. 12 points tonight. He represented Lithuania in 2015 at Eurobasket, where they won silver. So Lake goes out, Galis goes out. We're not going anywhere. On livebasketball.tv, bringing you the best of the Basketball Champions League action. Every game day, live and exclusive. Shots up from the corner, Curry just off. Rebound being chased down between Sedekerskis and Washington, and it's a Neptunas Klaipeda ball. Just the one foreign import for Neptunas Klaipeda with Williamson, otherwise all Lithuanian, and that is how they get blooded, and they can play so well at such a young age. Beautiful pass, this time Mazika to Williamson. If you're moving off the ball, you'll get the pass. 12 points to Williamson, well above his average. 9-point lead now for the Lithuanians. Filipovi high off the glass, big rebound by Washington. Deep three is good for Curry. That is beautiful. Way downtown, and he gets the double figures. 10 points, 4 of 7 from the field. 3-pointer up. Good rebound, Williamson. Ball's loose, and Szombathely are on the run again. Hooker. Penetrate, kick to Filipovi. Good for 3. You can't leave Marco Filipovi open, and Ron Curry loves it, smiling with the young Hungarian. It's timeout, Neptunas Klaipeda. This game is going back and forth, one way then the next. Who is going to take the win here in Lithuania? Really difficult to call at the moment. Timeout, Neptunas Klaipeda.
Okay, defense the same. Let's go, quick back, transition defense. Давай offensive. If nobody ball, let's go take it as well. Why they take it, not we take it as well. Okay, keep going. All 5 switch defensive. Offense. Okay, 2 flash, Martinez. Also stay in spacing. Let's go, guys. Second. Next, horns rotate. Horns up rotate. Also go inside, everybody.
Marco Filipovi with that 3 as we listen to the timeout. He's talking. Rinkovicic just talking about spacing. And talking about spacing, that was a good penetration and kick by Hooker. And then Filipovi, he's really putting up the stats now. 16 points, 4 of 7 from 2, 2 of 2 from behind the arc, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And he is a dangerous player and believes in himself. Exactly what Falco Szombathely need as they put on some full court pressure just to mix things up, and they've got it back to a 3-point game. Mazika picks up his dribble, has to put it back out. Jogela inside. Oh, nice step through, and the score and the foul. That was beautiful by Osvaldas Olasevicius. Just caught the ball in the post, got round Pearl around Filipovi on the help, and just put it over the front of the hoop. And Filipovi, after his offensive exploits, gets his 3rd foul, and another 3-point play for Neptunas Klaipeda, and they're straight back up to 6-point advantage. Olasevicius 10 points tonight. Much better than last week. Washington off the glass and the back rim, no good. That was a tough shot on the fade. Well, that's an offensive foul by Martas Jagela. 2 meters 1, just 21 years old. Brave defense by Ron Curry. Got up real close and personal, and you can't do that. He's lifted his elbow right into his face. That may be looked at, and they are looking at it. That potentially will be a unsportsmanlike foul, and I think he knows it. That's not a natural position for the arm to be. And he was on the way up as well. So this could be a big moment again. It could be 2 shots in possession for Falco Szombathely. See, that is really, really heavy foul. Unnecessary contact, and I mean, he could be, I think minimum it's going to be is unsportsmanlike. Just watch. That was, some referees may eject it, being a straight ejection there. But he's still on the court, Jagela, young Lithuanian international. Now, Ron Curry. This is the first free throw. It was with Szombathely, then went to Veferiga, now back with Szombathely. Telecom Baskets Bonn in 2017, 2018, and misses both free throws. 86.4% for the season, and he misses 2 massive free throws right there. Ticking down to a minute remaining in the third. Zoltan Pell, Benke is off right. And at the second attempt, Jagela gets the rebound. Good defense, another deflection leading to a steal for Zoltan Pell. Pell, left-hand finish all the way to the glass. And that's what Zoltan Pell can do. He's been struggling offensively, then he gets a steal, was involved in a steal, and he gets a layup at the other end. Mazika almost lifting that pivot foot, but it's a foul on Zoltan Pell. Zoltan Pell said, it weren't me. I don't think that was a foul, but he's not going to change it. Both teams in team fouls, so 2 shots now for Mazika. Makes the first. 12 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds in the Lithuanian League at the weekend for Martynas Mazika. He's just rejoined the team. His 4th spell at the club where he started, his hometown he's playing in to potentially finish his career. Curry for 3 is just short, and Neptunas Klaipeda can get the final shot and just let the clock run right down. Sidakurskis, and that's what they're going to do. He pulls up for 2. Oh, it's short. Still time. Still time. Benke off one leg. Just misses left. And at the end of the third quarter, it's still a close one here in Klaipeda. It's 68 Neptunas Klaipeda, 62 Falco Szombathely. There's the team statistics, 71% from 2-point range. A lot of those have been off beautiful passes for Neptunas Klaipeda. 21 assists they have, compared with 16 for Falco Szombathely. Let's listen in to the coaches. Falco Szombathely just about staying in touch. That's a great no-look pass after the Quan Lake had rolled to the basket. And then Galis with a three with a hand right in his face. And then beautiful play by Janovicius. 2 meters 1, Galis, 31 years old. Just such a big game last week, but it's so tough in Istanbul with the Besiktas having changed their coaches and just gone on a run and winning all their games. They've gone on a big run in the Basketball Champions League, and Neptunas Klaipeda played a good game. Galis just didn't have enough support. He got 30 points last week. The next best scorer was 9 points. So we're all set for an exciting final quarter. 68-62. Neptunas Klaipeda lead, and good rebound by Falco Szombathely. Marko Krivocevic is in for the first time. All the way across. Good catch by Krivocevic. And off the glass, no good this time for Hooker. And here comes Mezek. Great pass, extra pass. And they can't get it to go, Olasevicius. Now Curry. Washington. And Williamson with the foul. Washington was sort of caught in two minds there, but Williamson committed the foul. Just trying to do a step around. Washington, 58.3% from the line. Former Kimis player and Shinshu Warriors. Just 2 points tonight. He cuts the lead to 4. Big free throws. Mazika. Into Olasevicius. Great pass again, but Williamson can't get it to go. Ball's loose. Curry gets it. He almost loses it. He's still got it. Curry pushing the ball downhill. Curry, no good, no foul. Just, behind the back, they've got numbers. This is big. And it's just out. Good rebound by Marko Krivocevic. No, nothing going there for Zoltan Powell. Up screen, Curry all the way to the basket. And are they going to call that good? And he's going to the line. Up fake. And Williamson took it. That's a definite foul by Mazika. And that's a brilliant finish by Ron Curry. What a play. Ron Curry out of James Madison College. He's now 26 years old. And he completes the three-point play, and we have a one-point game, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to the wire, and a foul called on Krivocevic. That's a good attack on the closeout there by Janovicius. You know he's going to go left most of the time, but it's trying to stop him doing it. Janovicius with the inbounds from the sideline. Mazika back to the inbounder. Olasevicius all the way across. Oh, that is a defensive play of the highest quality by Zoltan Pearl as Slavinskis attacked Zoltan Pearl. He had room, He had space to react, Pearl. And that was a little bit false by the 21-year-old Lithuanian international, and great job by Zoltan Pearl. He's got so many talents. And of course, a national team player now for Hungary at Eurobasket 2017 and the World Cup qualifiers and beyond, I'm sure. All the way across, Curry fakes, hesitates, and he gets all the way to the basket but can't get it to finish. Janovicius, one-handed pass, recovered. Olisevicius. Galdikas, just wasn't sure what he was going to do there. He just froze for a second. Extra pass and a really tough move, too tough by Quinton Hooker. There were players open on the outside. Just chose to try and make the tough reverse layup. Olisevicius loses the ball but gets it back. But now, look at this hustle by... And they get it back and it's good for two. Right at the heart of it, Zoltan Pearl, but Marko Krivashevich, he was the first player to the ball. He dived on the loose ball. You can see him in the background. Hooker to Pearl, and Pearl makes the shot. Timeout, Neptunas Klaipeda again. Big momentum swings this time. Falco Szombathely in the ascendancy. Timeout, Neptunas Klaipeda.
Okay, we still have one team foul. Okay, all five switch. We still all five switch. Offensively, давай, бляха. Симай, тыришь по крепче место. Жиги, давай, контролек темpo. When you go to the fast break, be in the good spacing. We must find the open guys. Why you go everybody to one spot? Bėkite tą baudos aikštelę, bėgam plačiai, dabar neturi baudos, open. First offense, let's go, Holmes rotate. Second, let's go, one down on David.
So Neptunas Klaipeda on the back foot now, and Falco Szombathely, they just keep coming at you. But they said, as coach to the Neptunas Klaipeda team just said, Rinkovic said, find the open player. Don't force it. Get your spacing right. And there's one player who can space the floor. David Asgalis. Can he give his team some late game heroics to get the win? They're now losing by one. Our Neptunas Klaipeda. Big turnaround here in Lithuania. Janovicius trying to get inside to Galdikas. Good passing, good movement. Galis, oh, that's beautiful. Looked as though he was going to kick out from his penetration, and he just kept hold of it. Watch this. Big step. And he just made the little running hook. 15 points Galis after his 30-point outing last week in Istanbul. And Zoltan Pearl just can't quite get his shots to drop with consistency tonight. Janovicius inside, Galdikas. And a few words being had between Dikas and Quinton Hooker there, getting quite physical. Remember, Falco Szombathely won this reverse fixture in Hungary comfortably. Oh, beautiful inbounds. Getting it on the opposite side to the inbounds. Player Mazika with a left-hand finish. 23 assists to Neptunas now. A lot above their average. And all the way, not quite for Janovicius, but up the other end, Zoltan Pearl, look out. one-handed slam, and Neptunas Klaipeda did not get back. Pearl was all alone as he gets into double figures yet again. Zoltan Pearl averaging 12.6 points a game. He's the second leading scorer behind Reddick, but in the absence of Javante Reddick, Zoltan Pearl's the leading scorer on this roster. Gaudikas forcing things, still got it, kicks it. Now it's an open shot, right at the shot clock buzzer. What a rebound by Galis, and he's fouled. What an offensive rebound, right over the top of Quinton Hooker, who hadn't boxed out. Quinton Hooker at 1.83 m and Galis over 2 meters. Hooker knocked the ball away, but there was a foul called. He's a 2 times LK All-Star, 2013 to 2015, and 2015 a champion in 2007. With Neptunas Klaipeda. He's represented his national team at Eurobasket 2015. Washington in the post. 3-point lead for Neptunas Klaipeda. Not for long. Zoltan Pearl ties the game, and it's 74 apiece. And we knew this was going to be a thriller. Gallus going for the slam, and he's blocked at the summit. Washington with a massive block. That was going to be a crushing dunk by Gallus, but there was no way Washington was going to let that happen. What a block. Above the rim, both players. Devon Washington saying, not in this house. Gaudikas, 4th foul, comes out. Again in foul trouble. Benke, no way through. Tied at 74. 4 minutes remaining. All the way across, Benke attacks the closeout, pulls up, and Falco Szombathely have taken the lead yet again. How crucial is that shot going to be? And the block before it by Washington. That was just awesome. Defensive play of the game by far. Galis, guarded by Benke, now by Filipovic. Crosses over, goes all the way to the hoop. This time he's not going to be stopped. Crossed over to his left and then came back to his right. That was beautiful. He's a class act. And all the way for Falco Szombathely is Ron Curry, exploding to the hoop. Szombathely by 2. That's still, and now Benke, still Benke, gives it to Zoltan Pearl, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2. The 2 Hungarian international teammates combining to score a massive 2 points and give Szombathely a 4-point lead. Zoltan Pearl, former Estudiantes, second spell at Falco Szombathely as they were in the 2017-2018 season. So has played FIBA Europe Cup for this team. And now Basketball Champions League, and of course, a star player for the Hungarian national team. Handoff. Galis, high screen by Gaudikas. He's back inside. Great play. And the finish by Gaudikas. I think that was in the shooting motion for sure. He started that shot from the low bounce pass. Let's see what we've got here. That was wonderful play. I That's a foul against Benki, and Gaudikes at the line. Just going to have a look at this to see if it was unnecessary force or unsportsmanlike. It's a beautiful pass inside, and Zilar Benki just got the wrong side of. That was a fantastic bounce pass. There's been some great passing by both teams on the interior tonight. Any aspiring players, junior players in particular. I mean, Benki just got round the wrong side and he's tried to wrap him up. But if you do that, and it's not a natural basketball defensive play, it's going to be unsportsmanlike. So this could be a massive moment in the game again, because he scored the two. He's got to have one for the shooting foul. So there'll be two shots, one shot for the foul on the shot, then two shots for the unsportsmanlike, and then possession, all for Neptunas. So by the end of this trip to the free throw line, the game could be tied yet again with 2:49 remaining in the fourth. What drama here in the Basketball Champions League yet again. First one is good. Will they let Gaudikes take the other two? And the answer to that, well, it's just possession. My apologies. Shots up. Oh, it's good for three. But there's a whistle away from the ball. Mazika. Eureka. Is that going to be good? Or was the foul committed by a Neptunas Klaipeda player before the shot left his hand? The referees have to get in a huddle yet again. They want to get it right. Even though these two teams can't qualify for the round of 16, there's still Basketball Champions League points and ranking points to play for. And look at that. Gaudikes, I think, has committed an offensive foul. He's heading off the court. So the referee's asking for a rerun of the footage. There's just a high elbow. He's trying to get inside position on Benki, and I need to have a look at that again. I mean, that is physical. He's got his hand up, but part of that, and myself being 6'8", and if I was playing against someone who is smaller than me, he's got his hand out, I think, in a natural position. Benki again is the wrong side of him, as he was in the previous play. He's trying to get ball side of, and he's just run into his arm. That's a tough call. But Gaudikes seems to attract fouls. He fouls out again. And they're not allowing the shot. Offensive foul. I think Coach Rinkavicius has got to be calm here. He doesn't want a technical. But he's maybe saying the same thing. The off arm was out across where Benki was trying to get through, and Benki is smaller than Gaudikes. Benki at 1.94 m. Gaudikes at 2.3 m. And that's why his arm ended up going across the throat or the chin of Zilar Benki. Anyway, it's time out here in Klaipeda at the Shichirio Arena. Let's listen to the coaches.
You run on the other side. And Blake. And run after the pass. You run here. And Blake. You go up and away and barrel in the court. But you wait, you descend me. We go. Screen. 1, 2, pass. 3, screen, away, go. Okay. Barrel. If it's nothing, watch if it's nothing. One more time, central pick and roll. Hey, yellow. And let's go.
So what is in store now for the rest of this game on livebasketball.tv? 81-79. The visitors from Hungary, Falco Szombathely, are leading. Szombathely have one foul to give. Curry back to Zoltan Pearl. Pearl hesitates, goes at Williamson off the glass. Good defense without fouling by Andre Williamson. And now Neptunas Klaipeda can tie the game or take the lead with a three. Mazika. Masulis all the way across. Galis pulls up for two. And they tie the game at 81. Beautiful play by Galis. Shot fake on the closeout. One bounce. Knocked down the mid-range two from the baseline. Pearl out, Curry in. Under 2 minutes remaining. Zilar Benki. Daquan Lake back in the game. What can he do to help this team? Hungarian league leader, shots up. High arc. Daquan Lake gets the rebound. He can't get it to go. Gets a second attempt, and him and Williamson fighting for the loose ball. And Williamson ends up on the floor, and have they called an offensive foul there on Daquan Lake? Maybe frustrated that he missed the first one. He missed the first putback, and then Williamson and him got both their hands on the ball, and that has been called an unsportsmanlike. On the edge of their seats, look at this, he missed the first, come over the top of Williamson, and he's used too much force. And Daquan Lake is on to 4 fouls and takes a seat. Washington back in, 3 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for him. 81 apiece. Both teams in team fouls as Williamson to the line. And misses the first. It's 4 of 5 tonight. 72.7% from the line for the season. With that miss, he makes the second, up on his toes. Nice high finish, up to 13 points. And the local fans are happy with that as Neptunas Klaipeda have a narrowest of leads, 82-81. Mazika inside, and foot violation by Filipovic. Get a new 14. Second shot clock to Neptunas Klaipeda. David Ascalis with the inbounds. Mazika. Still Mazika. Loses his dribble. Outside. Back to Mazika. Going to take them off the dribble. And that was such a tough shot. 3-on-1. Filipovic, and great defense, blocked at the rim, but Szombathely get it back. Hooker, and back outside to Curry. Under a minute remaining. Curry, is he going to do it himself? Back on his heels slightly. Filipovic, can he make another big shot? Off the glass, no good. And Galis on the run, off the dribble. Great pass, and Williamson with the score. And the screams of delight for the Neptunas Klaipeda fans tell you what's just happened. Great assist. Foul. Williamson too strong. Neptunas Klaipeda too good. Williamson at the line for the bonus. Curry's second foul. That was just perfect timing. And just doing the basics right, David Ascalis, and Williamson the beneficiary. He's back at the line. Massive shot. And he knocks it down. And Neptunas Klaipeda with a surge of points and offensive output take a 4-point lead over Falco Szombathely. And it's timeout for the Hungarian league leaders.
back pick. Mash. Philip, open. You don't need three-pointer. Okay, you understand me? Okay? Read the defense and you go to the right penetration. You understand me? Mash. Rebound, go on rebound. Go. We need 2-pointer foul. You understand or not? If he score, no foul. If he don't score, try to steal the ball. Okay.
Great interaction between Marko Filipovic and Coach Gaspar Okorn. You don't need the threes. Fake the shot, penetrate to the right. And that was penetrating to the left at the highest order by Andre Williamson. Beautiful pass on the 2-on-1. This is what you practice week in, week out, and some very happy fans enjoying the music, enjoying the event, which is a regular season Basketball Champions League game day. The last one in Group D. Curry gets the quick score. Curry doing exactly what his coach ordered. We don't need the three, and it's now a 2-point game. And plenty of time left. He just took Slavinskas to the hoop, really stayed low again, and luckily that was not called a foul. There was a lot of contact there. Now they've got the press on. They let the ball come in, and it's a man-to-man up the court defense. 2-point game. Both teams in team fouls. Exactly how we want it as neutrals, of course, and how we like to bring it to you on livebasketball.tv. Going right down to the wire. Williamson back out, shots up, and it's off, and the offensive rebound is saved. Janovicius with the miss. And a foul by Falco Szombathely. Washington with the foul there, and Masoulis with the heads-up play. It's Masoulis, and in comes. That goes Slavinskas, and it's a timeout at the Sfatirio Arena in Klaipeda. Two-point lead for Neptunas Klaipeda, and it's Falco Szombathely's timeout. Let's listen in. So drama right to the end here at the Sfatirio Arena in Klaipeda. Free throws. Gitas Masoulis. That's beautiful. He can put the game almost to bed with this free throw. It'll be a 4-point lead with just 8 seconds remaining. And he makes it, gets the shooter's roll. And Masoulis, they need a quick score. Benki just short. Rebound Masoulis, time running out. And Neptunas Klaipeda hang on for a victory on the last game day of the regular season here in Lithuania. It's been a wonderful game. Final score, Neptunas Klaipeda 87, Falco Szombathely 83. So many momentum swings, so many lead changes. finally, the home team, Neptunas Klaipeda, win by 4, having lost in Hungary earlier in the season. But they've brought a big smile to their faces of their fans. 97-73, they lost to Falco Szombathely in Hungary. Tonight, they win by 4. Never looked certain either way because both teams just kept coming back and reducing leads and taking the leads back. Here's the statistics: 65% from 2 really stands out for me. 13 more rebounds for Neptunas, 26 assists for Neptunas, 23 assists for Falco Szombathely, both teams that share the ball. And here's the top scorers. Galis again, top scoring. Williamson and Gaudikas for Neptunas. Szombathely, Curry, Pearl, Filipovic. They just couldn't quite do enough tonight, the Hungarians. They will finish at 7-7. Neptunas Klaipeda finish at 6-8 for the 14 games, and they both finish just outside the top 4, which were already known tonight before we started. Zaragoza Brindisi is right at the end of overtime. They're tied at 91. PAOK have beaten Bonn heavily. And Dijon have beaten Besiktas in France by nearly 40 points. So some interesting results, but Zaragoza, 6 seconds left in overtime as we see the highlights from this one, and there was plenty of them. That was beautiful by Galis. He is such a smooth operator, and big step, making the defense maybe think he was going to kick that. That was a nice inbounds play as well. Mazika, and then Pearl off the steal and the dunk. As he does so many times, he's involved in defense, leading to immediate offense. And then Galis going for the dunk, and Washington says, no, not here, not now. Benke, that was big to tie the game. Just attacking the closeout, and Janovicius couldn't respond and recover. 26 assists to 20 turnovers for Neptunas Klaipeda. But then next time, straight away, Galis comes down and scores off the right-hand layup. And then Curry responds in kind for Szombathely. They were so closely matched, these two teams. Especially without Javonte Reddick. They definitely missed him tonight, did Falco Szombathely. Just 8 turnovers for Falco Szombathely tonight. But a lack of rebounds, that was beautiful. Giving it to Williamson exactly where he wants it, on the run, on the left side, and close to the hoop. That's how you run a 2-on-1. Perfect spacing, bounce pass under the defense, and the screams of joy from the crowd typifies this game and the excitement. That was off the inbounds. Curry doing his best to reduce the gap. Lucky that there was no foul called there on Slavinskas. He took a hard hit as well. But Neptunas Klaipeda win. And at the moment, Zaragoza are still playing, so Dijon are top. Szombathely and Neptunas Klaipeda finished 5th and 6th, just outside the Final Four. I hope you've enjoyed this regular season Group D offering. Congratulations to Neptunas Klaipeda, but to both teams for a great season. They just miss out. We'll see you again tomorrow night for more Basketball Champions League regular season action.
Okay, on the locker.